So welcome to the Agency Blueprint, and first of all I'm going to congratulate you on joining this course, because this is probably one of the most smartest decision you ever made. And this is a free course, but you're not going to be feeling like this is free, because I'm going to be giving you actionable steps. This is not just a pile of information lying around the internet, but this is actionable steps for you to take so that you can launch your business literally the same day when you watch this course. So if you don't know already, my name is Varis and I've been in the agency game for almost 3 years now. I made the company the VRS Media, and I made the most amount of money last year when VRS Media was an e-commerce based agency, and we mainly helped our clients start a print-on-demand store, and the main products we were focusing on was trendy political products. And one of the most famous ones you might know is, it happened almost, I would say, like a year and a half ago, when you might have heard the news when Donald Trump almost got assassinated. So he had a bullet in his ear, and that was so trendy, like everyone in the world was talking about that. So what we did is we kind of just put that on t-shirts and we started selling it, and we started acquiring clients who wanted to start print on demand, and we said, this is what's working right now and you need to sell this, and we showed them how they can do this and how they can scale it. And coincidentally, our products, this one reached to Tristan Tate, and he happened to buy the products first, and then he also posted pics of wearing the products on his page. He also once tagged me, and he also follows me on Twitter. So as soon as he did this, me being me, I leveraged the fuck out of that, and we ended up making almost $700,000, but that is complete revenue. That is not profit. That is including the money that my clients made. We had almost 150 clients at that point, because we weren't reaching out, they were just reaching out to us. They were coming from Twitter, coming from other platforms, because we were fucking booming up. And that was the time we had the most amount of clients, 150 clients, and made $700,000 in revenue. What we made at VRS Media was $200,000, which is way more than enough for me. So, and I ended up investing in a property in Dubai with Azizi Venice. If you live in Dubai, you know they're quite of the dealers there. So that's my story of who I am, what I've done, and why you should listen to me. Right now at VRS Media, we help people get high ticket clients. When I say high ticket clients, I mean 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, even $15,000 clients, and that is what we help people acquire. And let me not extend this intro too long, so let's just get into it right away. So I'm going to start off by foundations, not the foundations of this specific niche, but the foundations of the business in general, because a lot of you watching this video, you might have already tried stuff, you might be trying stuff right now, and you end up failing and failing and failing and failing and failing, and this is an error, and we have to fix this. We have to figure out what the problem is, why you keep failing, or why you are not succeeding and getting results with the business you already have, or you're trying to start which you cannot start for some reason. There has to be a reason, and we have to encounter that before we get into the main specifics of this business. So the main reason I think most people are stuck, and it's not even that complicated, is because I believe the way you can get rich is you do ordinary stuff for an extraordinary period of time. So a lot of you have done stuff here already. A lot of you have probably been video editors, copywriters, and a lot of you have been agency owners. A lot of you have changed agency niches 100 times because you didn't get results. And when I say do ordinary things in an extraordinary period of time, that is when you get results. Because most of us, I'm going to be honest, when I started out, even me included, when I pushed myself and spent months on this business, trying my hardest at this one specific business, and believing in myself and believing in the business model, and in the end it didn't end up working out. That's what I believed. It didn't end up working out. It hadn't probably been 6 months by then, and I believe it didn't work out. So I believe, what a waste of time, a waste of a business plan. But the truth is, if I look at the business today, there's people in the niche who are making money with that business, but I didn't make money in that. So what is the reason I didn't make money? Because I just left. I left because I thought it wasn't making me money. And I believe this is what you just see this all over the internet. You see this, every single person who has an issue with their business, doesn't make money with their business. This is one thing that they do. They just hop off. Every single time they don't see results. They think they're burning out, but they haven't stuck with a specific business for long enough to see results. Every single business works. Every single business model works. Every single niche works. You just need to stick to it, which most people don't do. Most people cannot do. So we have to break this cycle of starting over and over again and just stick to something which you think works right for you. Yeah, sometimes you think it doesn't work. Yeah, sometimes you think this other niche has better clients, or you think that niche has better paying clients, or your friend got a high paying client and you didn't, and you think it's because of your niche. It's not. So let's just get over that, and let's just not try and start over and over again. Let's just not do that to ourselves, and let's stick to something fun. So as soon as we have that clear and we are sticking to one thing, the next thing we want to do is no one's coming to save you. We're not gonna do that, but I'm just saying nobody's coming to save you. And what this means is you're watching this free course right now. Maybe some days from now or some months from now, or before watching this course, you bought someone's course for money, or you went into some mentorships, and some of you saw results, some of you didn't see results, and a lot of you said, oh, that dude is a scammer. But the truth is, that dude was never meant to save you. And whatever course you're gonna buy, whatever mentorship, you can have the best mentor in the world. There are people who will buy the best mentorship in the world, of the best salespeople, or the best business people, and they still don't see results. Does that mean the mentor is bad? Does that mean scamming people out of their money? Actually, no. That's not true. Because the only person who's gonna come to your rescue, the only person who can save you, is yourself. You can make a shitty YouTube video work for you, and you can make an expensive course not work for you. It really depends on you. If you get an expensive course and you got what it takes, you're probably gonna get ahead of 99% of people. And also, if you watch a free YouTube video and you have what it takes, you're probably gonna get a lot successful, more than the people who are in the expensive mentorship, just because you take action. So we have to get this straight, because if you never take action, there's nothing in the world that's gonna help you. No course, no videos, no mentors, but you are the one who can help you. So you have to take action, you have to stick to one thing, you have to show consistency, and that is when you win. And after this, there's one last thing I'm going to get into in the fundamental section, and I think you should listen to this very carefully, is because this is something that most people don't understand, but is super true, which is, what amount of work do you have to do so that it becomes unreasonable for you to fail? Because there is a certain point. If you touch that in a certain amount of time, you're going to see results. And what is that period of time? Let's say you are in the agency game like me, and you are completely new. So you have no experience, you have nothing, you're just behind everyone else. But the truth is, if you finish 10,000 cold callers, or if you reach the milestone of doing your 10,000, or not even 10,000, bro, even if you do 1,000, what's the chance that you don't already have your first client? I think it's very low. Because if you're someone who has done 1,000 cold calls already, you probably have someone, you probably have a client, you probably have someone who pays you, even if it's low. But you probably have, and if you're doing DMs, then if you send 5,000 DMs in a month, do you know what your chance is of not having a client already? Probably zero. Because we were doing 200 DMs, 300 DMs in 3 to 4 days, so let's say 100 DMs a day, and we were getting prospects like this. And then it was just about showing our skills in the sales call and getting them to buy our stuff, but we were getting prospects like this. And if you do like 5,000 DMs and you're a complete beginner, but you do 5,000 DMs and you get to 200 sales call, guess what? By the end of that time, you're gonna have a lot of experience and most probably already have a client. But how many of you ever touched that? How many of you ever touched that mark? Very low amount of people. Because if you reach this certain point, if you reach that level of I've done this much work, you probably have some results showing up. But most of you haven't really done that amount of volume in the first place to see results. You cannot expect to do 50 cold calls and be like, man, I don't see results, because it doesn't work like that. 50 isn't enough. At least aim for 500, and then we're talking. But you need to do volume. Volume is extremely important, and most of the people don't do this, because there is a certain point in any business that you are, when you want to start. You reach that point, it's pretty much unreasonable that you won't have a client already. So there is a point you can touch. There is like a law of physics that you can touch, and you're gonna make money there. So don't stop.